Hello everyone, welcome to Dear Love Talk. I'm James.
I'm Helena.
And it's a pleasure to be here with you now. You can already see that we are geared up with our Love Walk t-shirt. On the 25th of May, bank holiday here in the UK. In London, we'll be getting together at 1 p.m. in Hyde Park with couples, people who are married, dating, and also those who will be inviting someone to go with them on the first date. This is a great opportunity for you.
And you want to show them the website, right?
By the way, if you want to get your Love Walk kit, which comprises of 2 t-shirts, a CD, and the questions you're going to use on the day, then you can order one on the Love Walk, uckg.org/the Love Walk. If you didn't get time to see that, you can just press on the YouTube bar, go back a few seconds, and it's going to be there, okay? And it's going to be amazing. I was saying that...
Yes, people look forward to that. It only happens once a year, and great things happen on these love walks.
And I was saying that it's like an onion, right? That has a lot of layers. Even though I know Elena very well and she knows me, every time we go on the love walk, it's like we peel another layer to how well we know each other. So we do encourage all of you to be there. We'll be there ourselves, also hosting this special event. Now, the first question of today's show comes from Comfort in London, and she says, I have this guy who really likes me and has been persistent about getting to know me for quite a while, but I don't find him attractive. Should I at least give him a chance? Comfort, you know, you don't have to give anyone a chance if you don't want to, but it is important that you bear something in mind. You know, I do know couples who weren't particularly fond of each other when they first met, and then, you know, they started to talk, and one thing led to another, and they started to really like each other. We have someone who came on the Love Talk show some time ago that worked with someone that they couldn't stand. They couldn't stand the sight of each other, and after, you know, a few months, they were dating. So you never know. I think sometimes it's important to go past the first look of the person and just have a chat, see what happens.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to, you know, go out with the person, have some coffee, and or just, you know, become friends and see what the person is about, because you might be pleasantly surprised.
And, you know, some people will say, but won't I be leading that person on? Won't I be giving them false hopes? Not necessarily. I mean, you can have a chat with the person without making it a date. And who knows, maybe you'll be attracted to the person's level of thinking, to their intelligence. These are things that are very attractive.
It is, right? They are. And talking about what you just said, you know, you can even tell the person, listen, I don't see you that way, but I don't mind us being friends. And then while you are friends, you can, you know, get to know each other.
Of course, and you will be giving that person false hope if you keep doing that over a long period of time and you don't make up your mind, or you don't like the person, but you keep feeding that feeling the person has for you. So, you know, if you go you have a few conversations, you chat with them a couple of times, and you like what you hear, then maybe you say, well, there just might be something there. Then who knows? So it might be interesting for you to just have a chat with the person, talk to them before you discard that person.
Absolutely. Be polite. It doesn't hurt. I always try to put myself in that man's shoes, because I'm a woman, but I can appreciate that it's not easy sometimes for men to approach a woman. So, you know, a lot is expected of men. I'm
a man, so I know that.
Yeah, so I can empathize in a way, because I know it's not easy. But well, this is one for me. It's by Margarita from Hong Kong. Hello, Hong Kong. I know we have a lot of viewers from Hong Kong. And the question is, what are your thoughts on long-distance relationships? I have been dating someone for 3 years, but we live in different countries. But sometimes I wonder if it will work. And if this works. It depends on many things. How much do you like the person? And I mean, how much do you like the person? Ask yourself that. Are you willing to fight the distance? Is it going to be for a long time? Do you have plans? Or are you just dating with no commitment or anything in mind? Like, oh, let's date and see where it takes us.
And I just want to say, Elena, that long distance relationships don't work if they're permanent, right? If you say, well, we're going to live in different countries and we'll see each other a couple of times a year, and this will go on for 20 years, for the length of my career.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not going to work because, you know, the person may be the most faithful person on planet Earth. But the truth is we have emotional needs. You want to be close to someone. And you know, unless you are made of cast iron and you don't have any feelings, you're going to struggle.
And where will you be when that person is struggling with something? Maybe their health, maybe something at work. Something happened. Maybe there's a woman there or a man flirting with your partner non-stop, trying to really force themselves into the person, because trust me, it does happen a lot. Yeah. And who is the person going to talk to? I mean, she's supposed to talk to you, but you're not there. I mean, you are over, you know, you are on the line or via Skype or something, but it's not the same thing.
So I think long distance relationships can work for a period of time, right? They can. I mean, we have seen examples of that, right? Yes. But the thing is, we have also seen examples how long distance relationships do not work long term. You know,
if we dated for a while.
Yeah, we were in different countries.
Yeah, and I still have all your letters. I have all these
letters. That's for another show. These letters have a long history attached to them.
Yeah, we used to, you know, write to each other, phone each other. But then there was a time we thought, hold on a second, let's see if this is gonna go somewhere. So either I go there or you come here. So I just left everything, and then let's see.
You know, if that long, you said there 3 years, that's a really long time. I mean, if it's coming to an end now, then in terms of the distance you have, then do give it a good go and try to make the relationship work. If it's going to be another 3-10 years, I can't tell you to quit the relationship or carry on, but you are in very, very dangerous ground. You have to be careful, because it's you know, really difficult, virtually impossible for a relationship like that to work.
Yeah.
Now, let's go to the next question. This is from someone who attended our Love Talk Live seminars, and she says, I've been married for 15 years and just found out that my husband has been having an affair. I'm very confused and sometimes think that I will never be able to trust him. In your experience, do couples recover from something like this? It depends. We have seen couples recovering from betrayals. But, you know, when something like that happens, you have to be very, very radical. 100% radical. Number one, the person has to show true remorse, true repentance of what they've done, of betraying you.
I would say repentance, not even remorse.
Yeah. But if that doesn't happen, then there's no chance of that relationship working, because the person doesn't see the error of their ways. Secondly, you have to really completely put to the side and eradicate anything that is remotely linked to that betrayal. So delete numbers, delete Facebook profiles, delete any contact. If you work together with that person that made your marriage fall apart because of that betrayal, that person is there, find another job. You know, Elena, a lot of people will say, but if you trust each other, then the relationship will work even if you work together.
Well.
Baloney. Baloney. It doesn't work like that.
And I would even say, because the question says, can couples recover from that? They can recover, but it doesn't mean they remain together. This is something that it's entirely up to you. But what my husband said is, and I reinforce, you need to decide. You want to stay with a person? Fine. Stay, but never look back, forgive and move on. And never talk about it. Okay? You don't want to, you forgive, you don't want to stay together, go your separate ways, but have peace. Nice meeting you. See you later. I wish you all the best. But you should recover. And something that we do at the Love Talk Live seminars is, part of the work we do is inner healing in cases like this. You know, we give guidance on what to do, how to go about things like this. It's not easy.
But since your question is if you can recover from this, and you're showing us that you want your marriage to recover from this, then if your partner truly regrets what he did, if he's willing to do whatever changes it takes, you know, change jobs if it means that the person is there, to cut any ties with whatever involved that person being in their life, then you have a chance of things working. Yes. Work with him, you know, tell him that you will not be able to trust him completely, immediately, overnight, that trust has to be rebuilt, and trust is crucial in a relationship. And if you can work on that, then of course over time you will be able to get your marriage perhaps even stronger than what it was.
And see where you went wrong. Maybe you, one of you went wrong some way. So there you go. Maybe you were very far away. I don't know. And there's always something to learn from a situation like this.
One more thing I would just add to that is, all the things we said until now are important, but find out why that betrayal happened. Maybe you'll say, well, it's because my husband was a cheat, was a, you know, I don't know what word to call women call men who do that these days. But, you know, that's not an excuse. Oh, he was a cheat. There was something that led that moment to happen. Perhaps you weren't communicating as well as you were in the past. Perhaps there was a crack in your own relationship, and that betrayal was just a disaster that was already waiting to happen. So do all that we said until now, but also find out what the cause of the betrayal was, fix that so that it will never be an issue again in the future. Okay?
Indeed. And be humble to see where you went wrong, both of you.
Exactly.
And make it all new. Decide to, there will be rules now in place, things that you decide together that you will do together if you decide to stay together. And work towards your, you know, rebuilding your marriage, if that's what you want.
So we really hope that this program has been helpful. If you want to get in touch, if you want to send your questions, you can send your questions to questions@lovetalkshow.tv. You can also visit our Facebook page, which is Love Talk Show, and leave your questions there, and we'll try to answer them here in the show. We have quite a few questions coming through, and we will try to answer them as quickly as we can, but we also answer them on the email once you get into contact with us. Okay? It's been a pleasure to be with you. Until next time, we'll see you in the next show or at the Love Walk on the 25th of May. Until then, have a wonderful day.
Bye.